Hi guys, this is Jay with Anime Convention Video and Power 945 Radio, and we're here with Steve Blum.
What a great intro. That was so many words so fast, and
I know,
you could hear every one of them. Have you thought about a career in voiceover?
Well, you know, we do this for a living, so that works.
Close enough.
We were talking before I got on camera. I mean, you know, Starscream.
Yep.
To
Yes.
Dragon Age.
Yes.
To Tom.
Yep.
And
Only
then,
Tsunami.
Yeah, and then Spike.
Yep.
So out of all of that career and a plethora of other voices, I guess one of the questions is, what's your favorite?
That's an impossible question to answer because, I mean, 30 years of this stuff.
Right.
They're like family to me, and they all represent a little piece of my soul. So I can't choose a favorite. The one that affected my life more than any other is Spike.
Right.
It was a turning point in my life, personally and professionally. I actually learned how to act in the course of recording Cowboy Bebop.
Right.
And it led to so many other things, including Toonami and Legend of Korra.
Oh yeah, that's the one I forgot to.
XLR.
That's the one I forgot to bring up.
Yeah.
Was you were in Legend of Korra?
So many shows were a result of
you were
that.
so good as that villain. Let me tell
Thank you. You've been purified.
I think the biggest thing is like coming from, you know, with the 30-year career that you have, is going all the way back from Starscream all the way to now and seeing the change.
Yeah.
Does it boggle your mind a little?
It does, on a number of levels. I never expected to do this for a living. I did it for fun.
Right.
Back in the day when I was just doing anime, I had 3 other jobs, and voice work was the only thing that really made me happy.
Right.
Even when it paid nothing, and sometimes it still pays nothing.
Right.
But I work harder at it now than I ever have in my life. But I love what I do, and I love coming to the conventions and hearing how these characters have affected people's lives in a positive way. And that's the thing that really motivates me to continue moving forward with it.
Right. Now, with Tom, were you kind of behind the scenes going, "Come on, please, bring it back"? Come on, please.
Yes, I was.
Okay.
When we went off the air, there was a lull for a while. The network just couldn't support it. They didn't have the sponsorship.
Right.
They didn't have the shows, and you know, it's a network. They survive on money, and there was none at that point. And after a while, when we did that little special, what was it?
It's almost like a reboot special.
It was a reboot thing. Yeah, it was It was April Fool's.
That's okay.
Sorry, it's been a very long day.
Yes, it is.
The April Fool's special in 2012, I think it was.
Right.
They did that as just a gift to the fans. And for everybody who sort of hung in there and kept talking about Toonami while we were off the air, there was a big group of people who really tried to keep it alive and really tried to get it back. And once once we ran the April Fool's special, we realized there still was an appetite for Toonami. And the viewership that night went from the normal 200,000 or so viewers to like 1.4 million. And the network said, "Oh, I guess people still want this thing."
Right.
And then we said, "Great, can we have our show back?" And they said, "No, there's no money. There's no money for it." And then we started doing these Twitter storms. One of the fans, I just happened to be on Twitter that night, and my Twitter blew up, my email blew up, everything blew up. They shut down the website, basically, at the network. And we realized that we're onto something here. And so I said, well, you know, if you guys want this back, it's going to require you making some noise.
Right.
I think that's the way these things happen. I had no idea. I'm just a voice guy. But I said, so let's make some noise. Just tell them at the network that you want it back. And so they started doing these Twitter storms, and a couple fans got online, and they said, this is how you do it. And they said, we pick a time on a Saturday night at peak traffic, and everybody jumps on and starts hashtagging Bring Back Toonami. And so I joined in on that. Every Saturday night we did a Twitter storm at a very specified time. And we did it for a while until the network finally said, fine, we'll give you your stupid show back. Right. But no money. You guys have to do it on your own dime and in your own time. And we all did. Everybody, because we loved it so much and we wanted to bring it back to another generation.
As a fan of Toonami from 4 o'clock to like late night, I'm very proud that you all did such that to bring it back. Because I remember watching DBZ and Sailor Moon, and then now you're going into the more adult things now on Adult Swim at night, and it's kind of cool. But it's kind of glad that you got involved with getting that started and helping. Yeah, because you know, I mean, it was a paying job, but two, you know, it's a thing, you know, that you're invested in.
Well, and I didn't know if it was going to become a paying job again. It was a paying job before, but even when we were doing the Twitter storms, I didn't know if it would ever take off again. But I wanted to be part of it if we were going to continue forward, because I realized the power of that show and the lives that it's touched. And that is the number one motivating factor for me doing what I do now. So I'm so proud to be working on Toonami again and to be doing more immersion events and just to bring this to a whole new audience. There's kids who have been coming up to my table who are seeing these shows for the first time and hearing the inspirational speeches and experiencing the game reviews and all of that stuff. And I'm just thrilled to continue doing it. I'll do it as long as they let me.
And we're thrilled, you know, coming from that generation, from the first generation, we are thrilled that you got that and you're back in that. So I can say thank you on behalf of my generation. To
my honor and privilege.
You're right. So we're going to quickly wrap this up. This is Jay from Anime Convention Video. We are at Yamacon with Steve Blum. You, and real quickly, you have voiceover classes that you do, right?
I do, yes. I'm teaching online. It's called BlumVoxStudios.com, BLUMVOX Studios.com. And my classes are all taught live, but we archive everything.
Okay.
So it's a subscription-based thing. If you go to the website, there's a bunch of free stuff on there. There's a free masterclass. Check out all that stuff first. But once you subscribe, you have access to all of the archived classes too.
Cool.
And we bring in the best people in the business now. I did a bunch of classes on my own. Now I'm bringing in my favorite people in the industry and giving a complete, well-rounded education on voiceover and just in feeling good in your own skin and being a creative person and feeling good about it with no judgment. So
So you guys check that out. And again, thank you for taking time to be with us. And guys, we'll see you at the next convention.
All right, peace.